Warriors, welcome to another important video, my friends. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Anxiety Guy YouTube channel, please do and hit the bell for all the notifications for my videos. And if you get a chance, please share a video with someone who needs it today. I was going through the week and I was thinking to myself, what do the warriors out there need? Is it a skill set? Is it personal experience? What is it that I feel intuitively they need to hear from me today? And the only thing that kept coming up in my mind was the word hope. You know, back in the days when I was really suffering with tremendous amounts of guilt from mistakes I made in the past, tremendous amounts of blame towards other people, a tremendous amount of shame for, again, mistakes in the past, tremendous amounts of fear. When I was suffering, I didn't feel like I had much hope. And with that lack of hope came an inability for me to follow through with the conscious ideas and the desires that I had for myself. I desired a life of effortless living. I desired a life of inner peace. I desired the death of my ego and the rebirth of inner self-love, which would only translate into external love for everybody and everything out there. I had these goals, these desires, but I just didn't have the hope, the starting point that would begin opening up that door for me, opening up that light for me. And I found myself stuck day after day after day. Consciously, I was thinking myself out of change, and unconsciously, my subconscious was providing me defense mechanisms that kept me away from change. Things like depersonalization, dizziness, self-doubt, self-pity, helplessness, all of these things that were defense mechanisms that the subconscious creatively used so that I didn't embark on any kind of change work. That subconscious doesn't know what's good or what's bad for us. All it wants to do is maintain the belief systems you learned very early and to maintain the reality that was set in stone based on the traumas you experienced from the past. Hope was something very unfamiliar for me. And hope is a beautiful starting point for anybody out there. And today, I want to shed some hope your way. I want you to understand, warrior, that there are plenty of people suffering in the world, but there are also plenty of people that have been met with a sense of neutrality, a place of feeling neutral towards their fears and therefore disinterested, a place where these success stories have provided themselves with enough self-care, enough responding and reframing work, where they have gotten themselves to a much better place. So you must understand that yes, suffering is there, and it's readily available to be read by many people. But also, there's a lot of anxiety success stories out there that also need to be read, and they need to be examined, and they need to be learned from. I need you today to start tapping in to hope. Hope is a beautiful starting point. It may not be a very good long-term healing strategy, but hope is key to getting you moving forward in the right direction. Let me tell you something. You deserve all the good that's coming your way. You deserve to feel a sense of self-love. You deserve to move away from a place of fighting and move towards a place of what I like to call a flow state. a place where there is no longer good and bad, but there is only life, a place where you experience the day with an open heart rather than succumbing to more defense mechanisms connected to overthinking. Overthinking is a defense mechanism. Overthinking is connected to fear. The fear of looking at the very thing we need to look directly at. Rather, we keep distracting ourselves from it and placing band-aids over the symptoms. Forget about the symptoms. Let's focus on root causes here. And root causes can arise through meditation practices. But today is about hope. Today is about starting over. Today is about putting aside all the doubts, putting aside all the mistakes, putting aside all the setbacks, all the things that you believe you are. Put them aside and just start fresh. Start all over again. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to forgive yourself because it all starts there. Forgive yourself for what you've put yourself through. Forgive yourself for some of the mistakes you believe you made. Forgive yourself for not being what your parents wanted you to be. Because when you can forgive yourself and understand that you did the best you could at a time in your life where you only had a limited amount of resources within you, you can begin to heal. Because healing cannot arise until forgiveness arises. So today, we have a fresh start. We have hope, we have forgiveness, and we have meditative practices. Don't be afraid of silence. Don't be afraid of sitting with yourself. Don't be afraid of unstimulating events, because the only way you're going to get to know yourself better and the journey better and understand what the next thing to do is for yourself is by placing yourself in vulnerable positions. So I want you to do that today, consciously and deliberately, rather than looking to divert from uncomfortable situations. You can do it. All you need throughout the day is just little snippets of courage. Just a little bit here, and a little bit there, and a little bit there. And life will begin opening its arms up to you. I promise you. So take this message today and walk with me hand in hand, knowing that we can start over. We really can. And I hope that I have embedded a certain amount of hope within you because you deserve it and you're on the right track. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful day. Remember that you are more than anxiety, and I'll see you very, very soon.